Well, hi, my name is Jamee Shroyer, and this is A Moment for Hope. As I sit here and chat with you, as we chat together, I can look across the room because I'm sitting in our kitchen and I can see our refrigerator. You know, there was a time years ago when I was a single mom that the real estate of its front door, of the refrigerator's front door, was critical to running my home. It was our command central where my son's schedule, school photos, drawings, reminder notes were kept in place by some type of magnet that you slapped up on the refrigerator door. Wonder if you remember those days, or maybe you're in the midst of them right now. So these days, though, instead of schedules and report cards and reminder notes, that real estate of the front door of the refrigerator holds things like these. And okay, I already know they're going to be backwards, but bear with me. Okay, things like these. Now I know it's backwards, and that says happy birthday, Grandpa Jay. This one says happy birthday, GJ. That's me. Those are from two of our grandsons. And then I stuck in one from our only granddaughter. There must have been a run on red crayons and red magic markers. And this is from Ava, and her brother has one too, Cameron. So all of that is on our refrigerator. And then there are pictures too. And I'm sure maybe your refrigerator looks just like this. Pictures of these sweet guys and gals, Cameron and Ava and Luke and Dylan, our 4 grandchildren. Now these are old pictures because the dark-haired guy is already taller than his father. But we still have these and we cherish them, and every time we look at them makes us smile and then brings us such joy. And then to bring these precious ones before the throne of God brings us joy too. And I'm sure you know that joy as well. Someone has written, if God had a refrigerator, your name would be on it. Don't you love that? I think that's wonderful. You really have to be somebody to get on his fridge too. You have to be somebody to get on our fridge, somebody really special. And you have to be somebody special to get on God's fridge too. And you know what? You are. And how do I know that? Because Scripture tells us that we're somebody special. Because, first of all, He created you. In that powerful psalm of Psalm 139, verses 13 and 14, the psalmist writes, "For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb." You remember seeing that first sonogram of your daughter or son or grandchild or niece or nephew or whomever. My son's 42 now, so when I saw that first sonogram, it was in the early days of sonograms, excuse me. It was kind of grainy, and it was kind of hard to figure out what was the head and what was the feet. But you know, it was a precious soul to us. And so we loved it. I can imagine that God maybe has a sonogram. No, not really, but has a sonogram of each one of us. And when He looks at it, knows the joy of our creation, much like that of yours and mine as we saw that child of ours in the womb. So He formed you, He created you, and then He named you. Your name, my name. Scripture tells us that He knows our name. Fear not, I have redeemed you. I have called you by your name. You are mine, it tells us in the book of Isaiah. Now, for those of you who would argue this with me, how many times, I'm going to ask you something, how many times in prayer have you heard Him whisper your name? Jamie, He says. Sometimes comforting, sometimes questioning, sometimes directing, sometimes he just says my name. Such special, sweet times. So he created us, he named us, and this is wonderful too. He's claimed us. See what great love the Father has lavished on us, that we should be called children of God. And that is what we are. It says in 1 John 3:1. We are his children. Our pictures, our names are not only on his refrigerator, but written in the Lamb's Book of Life. So today, if you're feeling alone or disconnected, or maybe you just need this reminder in this day of social distancing and masks and everything else that's going on, maybe you just need to be told this again. You have a Father who created the universe. He not only knows you by name, but loves you so much that if he had a refrigerator, you know whose name would be on it? Yours. God bless everybody.